What's going on? It's your boy, Devin Freckleton, but they call me D Blank in these streets.
Yup. Your boy Sean Mayon, Sean Magnan, whatever you want to call me, but Sean Dads here. Sean Dads.
Listen, man, longtime friends here. We finally decided to come together and make a podcast. Long time overdue, but here we are. Us together, we go by the name Soul Palaver. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know what that means, Google it. Google it. All right? That's Soul. Soul. Palaver. That's Palaver. Google it. Get your education up, all right?
Yeah, Google's actually, it's awesome. I tell my students all the time, use it as like a secondary thesaurus, guys. So, D Blank over here, D Blank. They might think you're insulting them, but we're not. I'm going to be saying Google it a lot, too, as well, because y'all motherfuckers got to start doing research. If it was on Instagram, you'll know what it is.
Easily. Y'all niggas know how to read hashtags. Y'all know how to read hashtags out here, man. Listen, we just here, you know what I mean, to educate y'all on certain things. You know what I mean? Because just like I'm saying, I Googled it at one point to find out. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
There's certain things that Sean says as an English teacher that I just don't know what they mean. But I say, yeah, okay. And then after the conversation's over, I go and Google it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't know what the word means. It doesn't make me any more dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes you really don't know everything you need to know.
Yeah, that's always a good thing, Dan. You don't always want to know everything. When you walk into a room, it's always good to learn off of others. I always go in with an empty mind and I stay silent because I like to learn from others. The loudest man in the room is usually the weakest. Mentally, physically, all the above.
Facts. It's just like when you own a house, you never want to own the best house on the block because it doesn't always pan out that way. You kind of want to build your way up. You know what I'm saying? If you get the best house on the block, it's like, where do you plan to go? You can't go up. You know what I mean? You can go down, but it's like, you want to work your way up. You know what I'm saying? You want them to notice that you're growing. You don't want to just be like, yo, I got the biggest house on the block, blah, 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 blah. I don't think it plays on the best interests. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. That's like that's also analogous to like you being hired somewhere and then you trying to outshine your boss. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come in and act like you know everything. Your boss gonna be like, I gotta get this man out of here. We're out of here. You don't feel threatened. I feel you on that thing.
You know what I'm saying? What do I want to get into today?
What are you thinking?
I mean, I just want to really briefly talk about. Actually, I want to quickly tell you guys what we do in life. So basically, I'm a teacher's assistant. I work with 3 and 4 year olds that are on the spectrum, and also my other free time, I work at a hotel. So just to kind of give you guys perspective on where I'll be coming from, as far as opinions and thoughts down the line.
Sorry, D Blank. You might want to tell people what do you mean by on the spectrum.
So basically, kids that, they have a hard time growing their motor skills. Their brain is kind of slow to the words aren't really coming to my mind right now, but they're really slow to build up little kids' motor skills as far as them learning a language or how to use their body or how to incorporate certain emotions and so forth and so on. So, some kids are nonverbal. They don't know how to tell you what they want. They kind of just know how to use sounds. There's one kid that I have, he's about 4 years old now, but he has the mind of a 1-year-old, So he's considered, depending on how you want to look at the chart, you can call him low or high on the spectrum. It really just depends on who exactly it is that you're talking to at the time. I have different types of kids in there that are super aggressive, some that are not aggressive, But those are the kind of kids I work with. So basically day to day I work with working on their social skills, working on how to interact with others, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that is what I do. Yeah.
So to add on to D Blank, if you guys really want to visualize like on the spectrum, like let me give you guys an example. So like it's autism. Rain Man. If you guys ever seen that movie, I'm gonna give you guys a movie. Rain Man was on the spectrum. In literature, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. The main character, the protagonist, had autism. And I'm pretty sure Ed, and Eddie in the cartoons. Like, what would you consider that?
I would consider
They're all eds, right?
yeah, I forget which D's go to which D, but the money making one, I wouldn't consider him. I mean, you could actually. You're right. You could consider all of them on the spectrum.
An argument could be made. I'm gonna have to go research. Yeah, I think all of them are on the spectrum. Um, and for the adults and the older folks who are watching or listening to us, what was that show called? D blank. What was that show called? It's like black and white. The Three Stooges. Yeah.
The Three Dummies.
The Stooges.
I mean, yeah, you could say they were on the spectrum as well.
Nothing as fact though. I think when I was looking into that for like I'm actually gonna segue into what I do. Currently, I teach right now. Currently, been teaching for 4 years. I taught for 2 years 3 years in the South Bronx at a charter school, high schoolers, and finally transitioned with the middle schoolers. It's my first year teaching middle school besides student teaching back in like 2014. I like the middle schoolers in Westchester County at a public school. And so, what D Blank does with the students, and I'm also getting my master's degree in special education currently and have about 4 semesters left. About 4 semesters left, whatever it is. A lot of goddamn money. A lot of money. 4 semesters left in special education, so I'm learning a lot about autism and like the 13 disabilities under the IDEA Act. Most importantly, I'm a baby daddy throughout the week. I'm a side dude on the weekends. I have fun. Nah, he's fine. Not quite the decorated fella, but I'm just continue to work, man. I don't like to stay stagnant. I like to be really dynamic. I see if you're static in life, it means you're not doing nothing. You're doing the same thing every day.
I just feel like, as far as you being, unstagnant, I just feel like it's hard as millennials that they call us. They brand us millennials. Yeah. It's so hard for us growing up to be able to just do one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, compared to, I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel like our parents and so forth they were able to just do kind of one thing and kind of just vibe and kind of go on with their life. You know what I'm saying? Or as far as nowadays, it's like us millennials are told to do this and do that because God forbid, we can't fall back on this, we can't fall back on that. It's like we're told to strive for more and do more than just one thing. Like, we can't always put our eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's just not fair to a certain degree. Because, like, what if you just want to do one thing? You know what I'm saying? And put your whole life towards that one thing. But the way that the system works is like that one thing may not be even like something you can utilize in 10 years, so you're forced to do something else. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts. I definitely agree with you, Blank. I just think the direction we're going in as a society, we're going in a more technological and just scientific society where things are going to change in 5 years. Some of the jobs that our children have, or that our children are going to have, haven't been created yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of the jobs that we may even have in 10 years down the line may not have even been created yet. Things are changing every single minute of the day. Just the science behind it. So can you blame our parents for that? For telling us that?
I can't necessarily blame our parents for that because, I mean, it is something that obviously that they noticed, that they felt the need to tell us about. So that's always a plus. But at the same time, it's like, it's just hard, man. It's just hard, man. I can't really, what more can I say? There's so much to say about the topic, but I don't want to stay on that topic for too long. But regarding millennials, I just want to say, Southwest Airlines is straight ass cheeks. Ass cheeks.
I never even heard of them.
I'm going to tell you why it's ass cheeks, right? So I went to New Orleans recently. I'll get into that momentarily. So I went to New Orleans. I usually do fly JetBlue or Delta. Usually, that's like my go-to. But my girl, she decided to book Southwest. I think she flies it a lot.
Big A, what up, Big A?
So we decided to fly Southwest this time, and you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking most airlines, you could book your seat in advance and so forth and so on. If you want the window seat, the middle seat, blah blah blah, right? So when she had booked the reservation about a month ago, I noticed in my email, my itinerary, There's no seat selection, so I'm like, I bet maybe I gotta wait till you know what I mean, till the day comes to like book my seat or whatever, like a week in advance, whatever. So all of a sudden we check in, we at the airport line, and it's like it tells me I'm in Group B, position 31. I say, yo, what the freak is this? You get to the airline terminal, they talking about people are called in groups A, B, C, right? So I'm like, what the freak is this? So it's each group has 60 people in it, right? So A, 1 through 60, C, 1 through 60, B, 1 through 60, right?
Gotcha.
So basically how they do it is first come, first serve on the plane. They talking about as soon as your number is called, you go on the plane, whatever seat is available, you just sit. You know what I'm saying? What the freak? You know what I'm saying?
Never heard that in my life.
What is that, bruh?
I thought you pay, you get a seat. That
Thank you. Thank you, right? So basically, you're asked out because you're put in a position where if it's you and somebody else or you and multiple people, it's 3 seats to a row. You know what I'm saying? So if you with somebody else's significant other, whatever, chances are you're not getting a seat next to your girl if you're in Group C. You know what I'm saying?
You cheap, yo. You cheap. That's your fault. You cheap bastard.
So, but luckily I was in Group B, so stop hating, right? So we got to see whatever. But when you get on the plane, there ain't no TVs. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no plugs for my cell phone or nothing, right?
Small snacks.
They gave me snacks, right? It's pretzels and Ritz crackers, unflavored. B, what? Bruh.
They got too many Ritz flavors.
How you give me
They got
like
the roasted garlic. They got that.
give me options, bruh?
Italian herbs.
And they give you like 2 bags to make it feel like it's enough. Nah, bro. Both these joints is unflavored. I don't want neither one of these joints. You know what I'm saying? So boom, right? That happened. Whatever. It's only a 3-hour flight, so I wasn't really stressing it. What I really want to get to though is on my way back, because me and my girl, we flew separately. I flew back home and she flew to go see her parents. I went on the plane and I sat between 2 people, right? 2 random people. They didn't know each other. And I found out throughout the flight, the dude to the left of me, some random chick on the plane walked up to him and was like, hey, oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan, blah, 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 blah. I'm sitting there like, who the freak is this nigga, right? So I'm like, who is this guy, right? So she's like, oh, can I take a selfie with you? You can ask the lot to take a selfie, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, no problem, no big deal. Boom. So he takes a selfie with her, right? Okay. And I'm sitting there, you know, I'm trying to collect my thoughts, trying to read my book a little bit. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, I kind of want to ask him what he does. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, is that going to be like invasive, blah, blah, blah. So I waited like 20 minutes. And I turned to him. I said, yo, excuse me, I don't want to be rude, but like, what do you do exactly? He's like, oh, I play in a band. I said, oh, like what type of music? Like, I'll play rock and roll. I was like, oh, word. And then after I talked to him, the chick next to me, right? Like 2 seconds after I finished talking to him, the chick next to me was like, did you ask what he does? But I was like, oh, he plays in a rock and roll band. But mind you, the dude is sitting right next to me, right? So I'm telling Shorty about the dude sitting right next to me, and it's like, what the you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, how awkward is that, bro? So I'm like putting a weird
this and that. Like it's a secret or something. Yo, y'all could be having a discussion all together.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a weird position with this, right?
Okay.
This dude's like an older dude or whatever, so it's whatever. So then, as soon as I was done talking to her, I'm like,
bro, right in Southwest. Music ain't doing well from what you just told me.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I got some joint. Hold on. So boom, right? So I turned back to him after I talked. I'm like, yo, sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I didn't even get your name, bro. After all that, I didn't get this dude's name. It's like, how rude is that, right? Yeah. So boom, got his name, whatever. Boom. After the plane, because I got more about the girl I talked to. After our plane, I looked him up on YouTube. Son, this dude's group. I'm not telling the name of the group. Nah, this dude's group had one video was 46 million views, bro. This dude got clout, son.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh shoot.
Slide me his name after that.
I'm like, oh.
Why
and he was
Southwest?
And he was the lead singer. I think it was like 8 of them in that group.
I got Delta, JetBlue.
Anything. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You can go on like hotels.com, you got the cheap joints. But long story short, the chick next to me, I had forgot my headphones. Mad tight. So I'm trying to read this book or whatever. But an hour in.
Wait, my bad, interrupt. What do you need headphones to read the book for?
No, because I decided to read the book instead of getting because I didn't have my headphones, so I decided to
Oh,
get
that's
a
what you're
book.
saying. Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So basically, the girl had decided to talk to me after an hour. Well, I think about an hour after. I took a quick nap. She started to talk to me, and she's like, started talking to each other. You know what I mean? How was my vacation? New Orleans. Why was she
How
there?
she look, Dad? How she
She
look?
was straight, bro.
Yeah.
She's like a little tan joint.
Filipino joint? Filipino?
Nah. I think she was like Hispanic or Italian.
Okay.
Like a mix. Cause crazy because I saw her in the airport when I was at the store.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at her.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like looking at her like I was like, oh, I mean, like,
Yeah, you followed on the plane, motherfucker. You said that was random shit.
I was like looking at her, so I was like, oh shoot. You're right. I think I unconsciously sat next to her because I remember from the joint. Mm-hmm. Right? So she's talking to me, whatever. We talking. Come to find out, Shorty live in Norwalk. What are the odds of that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, right? Shorty lives in Norwalk. Tell her I live in Stanford. You know what I'm saying? She lives like, 15 minutes from me, if that, because she lives in like East Norwalk. Mm-hmm. And we talking.
Connecticut, y'all.
And then all of a sudden, I found out that she's also my age. What are the odds of that? You know what I'm saying? Just the way the world works. I mean, she's in a relationship, thank God.
Yeah,
I'm in a relationship. So I'm like, yo, like, you know, you're chatting it up. You're like getting to know each other on the plane or whatever.
You could have slid that to Doughboy.
Easily.
If she was single, though.
If she was single, but you know what I mean? I'm not here to help niggas. So,
I don't blame you.
so we talking. She tell me to clean cut raw. I like her personality. You know what I'm saying? She give me like New Orleans spots to go to next time I'm out there. Mm-hmm. And then we exchange information.
Nice. What's that? What do you mean by that?
Like I got her phone number.
Oh, phone number. Okay.
So I got her phone number. So like she's gonna be busy. She does like whatever she works for. She's gonna be busy till like February. So I noted myself to hit her up in February to do like a double date type of thing.
I'm sorry. My bad. We in October right now, right? No, November. We in November, guys. It's November. Today's Veterans Day observed. November 12th. She knows she's gonna be that busy until February, my guy.
So the way her life works. So she was in New Orleans for a bachelorette party.
December, January, February, that's 3 months.
She was in New Orleans for a bachelorette party.
Okay.
Right?
Dotting.
So she worked the business that she works for. She does a lot of traveling.
Dotting.
So she's basically breaking down her calendar to me. Like next week she'll be here, and the week after that she'll be here. Next week the wedding is in February, like the first week of February. So she got to keep flying out every other weekend. You know what I'm saying? So from now to the wedding, plus she got her job that she does like 60 plus hours a week, whatever. She working like Manhattan and shit. So I'm like, all right, bet, cool. I'll hit you up in like February. We'll see if, you know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, cool. That was 1, 2, 3.
I'm just curious, though. Listen, I mean, you know, I'm going to be very forthright here. What's the point of having a conversation with the girl that long? Look, you know, beautiful, pretty, whatever you say. That's in a relationship. You in a relationship. What's the point? I'm not trying to sound like a dog.
No. I mean,
curious.
to me personally, the way I looked at it was, you know what I'm saying? I was on a plane, no headphones. Me having this conversation with this girl, I'm kind of getting to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? The way I look at it, like I was explaining to her, is like I'm always open to making new friends. You know what I'm saying? Acquaintances, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. Sometimes you meet people in life, you just never know. Female or male. You know what I'm saying? As a male, I have the right to talk to a female and not look at them as sexually. You know what I'm saying? No matter how attractive she may or may not be. It just at the end of the day, she may have something down the line that can benefit me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, being that extra couple that we can hang out with, go over to the house for dinner type stuff that my girlfriend enjoys.
Or maybe her, I see what you're saying. I mean, I sort of don't, but at the same time I do. It's like, this is me, though. I don't like talking to people in general. I like to keep to myself. I feel like I could be very introverted sometimes. But at the same time, like if I do want to have a conversation with you, because I feel like we could network in some form, and I think that's what you're basically saying. But if she told me she's not in the educational, first off, if I wasn't trying to bag it,
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you. But if she initiated conversation, I'm like, she's pretty cool, but like you're in a relationship, I don't care, blah blah. I'm in a relationship, whatever, back and forth. If she said something along the lines of I'm in educational field, I might have that conversation with her for a while. Yeah, because we could network. You never know down the line. You know what I'm saying? She told me she's a wedding planner. I don't give a damn. I said, excuse me, miss. I don't mean to be rude, but I do want to get caught up on this book. That's how I usually do my conversations. Like when I used to take the train to go to work.
Got you.
Like when people used to try to talk to me, it's like, come on, I don't. Like, no offense. I just feel like sometimes some conversations are meaningless. It's like it's not fruitful. It's like, how are you being conducive to my life right now? I don't know. But I do like the outlook you say. Maybe her boyfriend works in the special education field. You know what I'm saying? That would have been dope.
Her boyfriend does not.
Dad, what the hell you was talking about? I changed my mind.
Bruh, hold up, bruh, because you coming at me kind of heavy right now. So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm a very outspoken type of dude. I like to hold a lot of conversation with random people. It's just what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even now when I'm out with my girl and some random person comes up to me and they're like they're talking to me, blah 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 blah. I'm holding a full conversation. When we walk away from this person, she's like, how do you know that person? I say, I don't really know how I know that person. But she's like, you're holding a full conversation with this person. I'm like, yeah, I know, because I'm good at holding conversation. You know
And
what
I
I'm saying?
feel Vicky on that. Vicky's probably like, my man, we could have been at dinners right now already. But you wanted to sit and talk for 10 minutes to this random person I thought you knew. I don't blame her.
I just feel like it works on, you know what I'm saying? If you're able to talk to a random person, it helps you in the long run.
That's a skill. That is absolutely a skill. I'm not saying I can't do it.
I'm not saying
For
you
some
can't.
reason, people love speaking. I think because I give them this, like, I'm like, and I throw little words, like, back and forth, like, yeah, oh, that's awesome. I'm not listening to y'all. I'm not, most of the time. But for some reason, they read my face as unthreatening and, like, this guy's listening. I could do it, but I don't like it. I'm not gonna say it like that. I don't like it unless we really, like, you know, I don't want to sound like fastidious, but
Google it.
but it's like sometimes I just don't care about what you got to say to me if it's not helping me out. I don't know, man.
I feel like, I mean, that sort of mentality, I mean, I feel like it's more along the lines of you being an adult. And it's kind of just like you're at a point in your life where it's like, I don't necessarily need to branch out necessarily unless it's beneficial, like you said earlier. You know what I'm saying? When we were in high school, it was all about talking to this person, talking to that person, blah, 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 blah. But as far as you being an adult and working in your career field, it's like, how can you benefit me, like you said, with what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Not necessarily kind of just giving my brain that I don't know, satisfaction of being utilized in conversation. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just feel like there's certain information you could grasp from people that you can utilize in another conversation. Like a random book about Australia. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you read a random book about Australia and you're able to hold a conversation about Australia with somebody.
Yeah, join the boy club. Join the book club. I don't know. I guess I agree though.
I mean, to a certain degree, but that's all I wanted to get to as far as that goes. And it's just funny how life works. How you can really meet random people in the most randomest spots and come to find out that they live so close to you, and all it really takes is just a quick conversation with somebody. Like I was telling her, like there's so many people in this world that want to make friends but they're stuck in this state of mind where they're afraid to talk to somebody, even though they know they have so many things in common. But they just won't go up to that person and have a conversation. All I'm saying is don't be afraid.
I never understood that.
Well, having a conversation with
like
somebody?
trying to make friends or something like that, or a woman who say, you know, I wish I had a boyfriend to be in a relationship, but they don't leave the house, or they go out, they neglect to talk to other men or initiate that first move when they're out.
Which is right. I agree with that 100%. I mean, it's just a lot. It's really annoying at this point when you go online and you really see all these females talking about, oh, I need a man to do this or I need a man to do that and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yo, check your DMs, fam.
They in there. They in there.
Check your DMs.
They may be quality guys. They might not be, but they're in there.
But see, it's hard. I was talking to some girl the other day, and you know, what I mean, she putting up a lot of thirst traps, bruh. Like her cleavage be on the internet, like she be showing her thighs and all that other stuff. And then in the same breath, she trying to put dudes on blast. Like,
we gotta talk about that after though, Dev. I'm bad interrupt.
We can get right into it, bruh.
We want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about like what is considered a thirst trap. Because you just said showing the thighs and breasts, that might not be a thirst trap to some.
See, here's what a thirst trap is to me, right? I feel like a thirst trap for males, I feel like it's kind of harder for thirst traps. So, I mean, the best we could do is like put on the boxer briefs with the dick print. You know what I'm saying?
Guys.
The
game. Check his, every time I'm on IG, I see the Shade Room got a new joint up at the game with his imprint. I don't want to talk about it further. But go ahead, Dad. My bad. I don't know if you peeped them, Dave? You peeped them? Yeah.
I peep them. I mean, there's a lot of celebrities on the Shade Room that they post with the little dick print.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I feel like that's our only thirst trap. You know what I'm saying? Like we have our shirts off at the beach. Like that's no big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Game got the monster dick. Excuse my language.
Nah, nigga, Safari, my guy.
Ah,
big dick energy, fam.
That was unbelievable.
I never peeped the picture, but I'm just rolling with the punches on that one. So honestly, in my opinion, for females have way more thirst trap opportunities. You know what I'm saying? They can go as far as just covering the nipple. You know what I'm saying? With no top on, just putting a little nipple pasties on.
Okay.
That is a thirst
That's
trap,
definitely a
especially
thirst
if you're
trap.
posting that regularly. You have the shots where they put the thong on and they take the shot from behind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's not considered a thirst trap because
And on the
you
mirror.
could put on a simple bikini bottom that covers that whole area and still take the same exact
Or
picture.
you can have somebody take a picture of their hair because they post that same thirst trap you just said, and the caption be like, "Dang, my hair got long." What?
like,
What?
so do you know you just order some bundles, bruh?
man.
Get out of here with that,
And
man.
then you know you ain't focusing on your hair.
So I mean, you know, there's just a lot of things regarding thirst traps as far as that goes. There's so many. Cleavage, I feel like to a degree, is a thirst trap when, like girls put on, they put on nice dresses that automatically show cleavage. That to me, showing cleavage automatically is not a thirst trap. It becomes a thirst trap when you do like videos, right? Starting from like your head and like going down slowly past your cleavage down to your thigh area. You know what I'm saying? That's when it becomes a thirst trap. Or when you take the selfie, clearly trying to accentuate your cleavage.
What the captions be though?
Bullshit.
Okay. So that
You know what I'm saying? They don't be nothing. It don't mean nothing on there. Talking about green tea extract. You should try it. What? Bro, you were the same size 3 months ago. What is green tea doing for you? You know what I'm saying? You're not fooling nobody. I don't see none of these fat girls out here, I'm doing accentuating green tea. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, show me a fat chick 6 months later who said she used green tea to lose weight. And then I'll believe it. I mean, green tea is a thing of the past, but, you know what I'm saying? It is something that was very relevant
green
at some
tea.
point. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, girls put up thirst traps and then get mad when guys slide in the DMs talking about, hey, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, if they slide in your DMs and you have no thirst traps, you think they're there for bad intentions. I just personally feel like sliding in somebody's DMs is not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when we have Facebook. When we had Facebook early in the days, bruh. Just the other week, I was looking at old messages I had in my inbox. I used to send joints in high school. Side note: a nigga had no game, bruh. No game whatsoever. I'm ashamed.
It's good to always see the growth though.
bruh, my game was so weak, bruh. I was saying stuff like, if you had to choose between me and a book, who would you rather spend time with?
No, that's not bad because you got. I'm pretty sure all y'all read The Catcher in the Rye, so you could be talking if you had to spend time with me or Holden Caulfield. Who'd you got to spend time with? Personally, I'm spending time with Holden Caulfield. No homo. That dude seemed like he was real chilled.
How about this one?
I like it.
How about this one? I got one
Let
right here.
me pulled up. Who
This is from 2010. I just want to bookmark that for
the
you.
girl. She was back in high school with a girl.
I'm not gonna say the girl name. If I did, nigga ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, so I'm gonna ask this. Cuff me, smash me, or pass this.
Get this man out of here.
She never responded.
Get this man out of here. Yeah, who sends that though? Who's that? Who sends that, my man?
She never responded.
that, my man?
Mind you, I started off with a LMAOO like we had conversation prior.
And the growth though, it makes you cringe probably too. You probably looked at it and cringed.
The amount of white girls I messaged in Facebook
She was white.
back in it, this chick was black. But the amount of white girls that I messaged prior, hitting them with some, hey, I'm kind of feeling you, like real weak, like real soft, like you could tell through my words I was very insecure. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But just to relate back to what I was saying before, it's like in the beginning days, it was okay to send girls messages through Facebook. You know what I'm saying? As far as nowadays, it's like you send a girl a message through Facebook and you're afraid to get screenshotted.
And I think Yo Gotti messed that up for us when he came out with that song.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Disagree? I don't know.
I feel like he came up with that song, but around that time it was kind of like his motion.
Okay.
Prior, I feel like he emphasized it, or it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Well, he amplified it a little bit where it's to the point where it's like now, okay, I was accepting some DMs, I was responding, but now he made this song, I can't be the girl to respond to them now. Yeah, that's fair.
It's annoying.
I don't really send. I was never the DM type of guy.
I mean, luckily, one thing I can say about us though, like we grew up, we were born in a time where it's like right at the era of cell phones and face-to-face interactions. So we even though our game wasn't the strongest back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like we're more accustomed to face interaction more than sending a girl a text message. Because sometimes, honestly, I don't even text that much nowadays like I used to. I'd rather just, hey, what's going on? Let's
Yeah.
link up.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have a full. I don't listen. If I gotta send a paragraph worth of text messages to you,
Hate it.
I'm done. I'm done with the
I
conversation.
send
Bro.
voice notes. Because
That's
I
why
like
I'm glad I
speaking.
switched over to an iPhone for voice notes.
Voice notes, right.
Cause like there's times where I want to text my girl a voice note. She has an Android, so it's like I don't even text her. I just
Get
wait till I
with
see
it,
her.
man.
I just wait till I see her.
Android.
You know what I'm saying? I just wait till I see her at this point. And I'm trying to get her to get an iPhone, but
Hopefully, you can do the FaceTime,
yeah.
makes things better. You brought up a very a valiant point because I think, I told you guys I taught at a high school for 3 years. They had no game. I used to hear some of the conversations, and they never even approached like women. And I thought high school was peak prime time. Your hormones are up. Some of them are transitioning through like the middle school to high school, so puberty, all of that, right? I don't think they knew how to talk to girls because they were so used to that online activity. When it came to school, I don't know, it was weird. It was weird. Maybe that was just at my school. No idea.
I mean, I could agree with that because I feel like people are so accustomed to just utilizing social media
Mm-hmm.
to you know what I'm saying, like when you send words so much, like you have this how can I say this? It's not right away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you're face to face with somebody, it's right away. Like you have to, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's
You
up?
have to have the
What you
response
doing?
right then and there.
Blah 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 blah.
Absolutely.
Boo, 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 boo. You know what I'm saying? Where as far as online, it's like, hey, how you doing?
You could take 3 hours if you want to respond.
Thinking of some clever stuff, copy and
Well,
paste
how
it.
does that help your oral skills and like articulating what you feel?
It doesn't. It doesn't because at the same time you can't really accentuate. The person reading it can't tell your energy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that causes a lot of conflict right then and there alone.
Because there's times where you can say something as simple as, "What you mean?" Like in person, you'd be like, "Oh, what you mean by that?" But based upon the conversation you're having, that what you mean can mean something totally different
That's a good
because they
example.
can't read your tone.
Be like, yo, he pressing me? What do you mean what I mean? Pressing me? But it could have just been like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Yeah, I agree, bro. And it's punctuation can do only so much, like an exclamation mark, comma, period, question mark. It only do so much.
Yeah.
Because it's like through emails, work emails for all the adults here who work in field. I know you guys receive emails nowadays. You're like, man, is my boss or is this coworker pressing me, coming at me aggressive, being passive aggressive right now? It's hard to read the tone in work emails. That's why I always reread my joints multiple times. I have a second I reread my emails because of that tone, and that's why I hate it, man. I do have to document everything by like communicating with parents. It's tough. It's really tough, and you have to not take things personal.
Yeah.
I don't take things personal through text messages, through emails, things of that nature, and I think a great habit I have is I won't respond right away. I'll wait like 3 hours, see if it's bothering me.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, more so, I'll try to wait till I see that person in person
Yeah,
to say something. That's because I'm confrontational, but I'm at the same time non-confrontational. I'm not the type to really just go up to you, but if it's one of those things happening in the moment, I'm quick to hit you with some sarcasm or whatever the case may be, to kind of make you recognize what you did wrong. Like a lady I work with, she one time way in the beginning when I first started, she said, "Excuse me," and then bum rushed. And I was like, "Excuse me, you're supposed to say, 'Excuse me,' wait till I get out of the way, and then proceed." You know what I'm saying? Ever since that moment, she now says, "Excuse me," waits till I move, and then proceeds. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you gotta do. Communicate how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? Some people would have just been mad. Oh yeah, this B word, this why you do that? But the way you just communicated how you felt is a great way. And now she felt stupid, and she changed her way up. And Dad, I'm just gonna go back because you say you're not confrontational. I agree. But I do think you do have an affinity to be argumentative, even though you're not. I think you're a real happy person, but you like to just be argumentative for the hell of it. I'm pretty sure y'all can agree with that.
Bro, there's moments where I just, you know what I mean, I really try to get under people's skin. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I know.
Even on social media sometimes, I really just,
Yeah, I know.
I just play devil advocate every day. You know what I'm saying? I can agree with you 100%, but I just will not say I agree with you because I want to see exactly how much I can get out of you
people are not keen to that though. That's the wild part. People, I've noticed when I was on Facebook, I used to look at your statuses. People really, it's wild. People really be hurt, and it's like, oh
Bro,
man, I
like,
got chill. But
it's. I mean, I've toned back. I've definitely toned back as far as that goes. I really don't really try to get under too many people's skin. I really just kind of keep it minimized. I really just hold conversation to really just see where a person's head's at. You know what I'm saying? And some people that I'm friends with Facebook on or that I'm friends with in real life, they understand that. But more so, I've noticed that more females are the ones that get the most offended.
what do you mean women? More women.
More women.
You call them females is the issue. I'm not a dog. Women. More women. I've got that several times.
But moving on from that whole topic, I just quickly wanted to get into my time out of New Orleans and something that I noticed that kind of irritated me a little bit. While I was out in New Orleans, me and my girl, we at the French Quarter. We were outside the French Quarter. We took a walk to French Quarter, like Bourbon Street and stuff of that nature. The places that you go to as a tourist. But so we went for a couple walks. Really just, we got a lot of steps in, bro. Like a lot of steps. Great walking. Just to kind of save money on the whole Lyft and Uber stuff. But anyways, so there was a point where we walked under a bridge and it was homeless. It was like a homeless haven. You know what I'm saying? They had the little tent set up. And there's a couple tents, probably like 10 or so. And one of the tents had a mom and the dad, and the mom was like yelling at the two kids with very just vulgar language, and I was just like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell them, shut the F up.
What was she? If you
Dude,
don't,
she was black, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really want to go there, but she was black. And they were just super aggressive. The kids was crying.
Yeah, every day
they
in the
looked
Bronx.
scared, you know what I'm
Every day in the
saying?
Bronx.
But I can't look. Me looking engages them probably looking at me, and then it's a whole nother thing that I'm trying to avoid, because, like, so I just kept my head straight and kept walking, because, like, who am I? I'm not, like, I'm saying CPS or anything like that. So, but the reason I bring that up real quick is because throughout the whole time I was there, I promise you, fam, I saw an abundance of now hiring signs everywhere I went, bro. Bro, anywhere I went, if there was a store open, they had a now hiring sign everywhere around that area. It was like, what? You go to Stanford, you don't really see now hiring signs everywhere.
That much, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in that area, the amount of not hiring signs was crazy. And the reason that it annoyed me is because, like, there's ways to get out of homelessness. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are so stagnant. Like, one Uber driver was telling me, an old head, was telling me, listen, bro, Uber, they will literally, as long as you have a driver's license, they will rent you a car, right? You pay for the rent at the end, like, if the car goes $100, like $250 a week. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably take off like $100 if you do X amount of rides that week. And then, like, for example, let's say they want you to do 60 rides that week. You do 60 rides, you do 10 rides in a day, whatever the case may be. You probably get, like, I don't know, like $100 in that day. You just paid for the rental car, fam. And then whatever is after that is your pocket money. You know what I'm saying? And then that's one option. And then you got the other options where I'm thinking, hey, if you're afraid of taking a shower and showing up for an interview or whatever, get one of them 7-day gym passes. You know what I'm saying? Shower up, shave, do whatever you got to do. Get to the job. If you get the job, boom, you get a gym membership. Pay $30, you get like a month joint. Now you have somewhere to shower, shave, groom yourself. You can still live in your tent, but you now have a place to shower, groom, and all that stuff, so you don't go to work smelling like piss. You know what I'm saying? And then as time goes on, you save up, boop, 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 you rent a room. It's going to take time. It's not a right away. It's not a right away type of thing, but that's just my mentality on it. I just feel like there's a lot of ways to not be homeless.
I hear that. I definitely agree with you on that too. I've always thought, like, it's funny, I always thought about that option too. Like, I'll just go to the gym, the shower, if anything, if it ever came down to that. However, I sort of have to disagree, because I think these homeless folks are sort of in a mental state where they're not thinking on the complex level that you're thinking on. They're just trying to make it through the night. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's cold, using the NO, it's probably like 60 out there right now. But right now it's cold. It's like 32 degrees. That's below freezing. It's at freezing. They're probably just thinking, I just gotta survive for this night. they're not thinking on the level of a continuum of this is what I'm gonna do today, and it's gonna lead up to tomorrow. To tomorrow's gonna lead up to the next day. I think that's the issue there. I think they're just trying to survive the night. They don't have the vision that you do right now because you're not homeless. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand that. But I mean, there's one thing I do notice more than anything is that most of the time the people that are homeless are older. So I feel like their state of mind is stuck in their ways. Where as far as a younger person like us, if we became homeless, relating back to what we initially said in the beginning, we look for multiple ways
I'm grinding. Yeah.
to grind.
I'm grinding.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you gonna catch me on the same corner every single day trying to get these dollar bills, bruh.
That's one thing I told myself. I could be dying. I'm not standing by the highway. I'm not standing by the trains like in the Bronx. I always see people like $1, $1. Be the same lady every day. I told myself I had way too much pride to be doing that.
It's not okay, bruh.
I'll never do that.
It's not okay. Like, you could do your little 1 or 2 days where it's like, okay, boom, you want to see what it's up. But there's people that stand there every day, bruh.
Same spot.
In the same spot. Like, fam, what are you doing, fam? What are you doing?
And at that rate, I don't even feel sympathetic anymore when I see like it's a pattern. You know what I'm saying?
I walk by these people, bruh. I'm at a point where I just start walking by them. I don't even care anymore. Like, especially the people that have dogs, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, fam, like, you kind of want me to show sympathy for you, but I'm not going to. Like, the people that have kids, like, bro, I get it's your kid. Give him away.
Yeah.
At this point, stop being selfish. Mm-hmm. Give your child away to, I don't know, foster care. I know it's hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a parent, so, you know, who am I to say whatever? But give it to a family member. If you don't have family members, then you got to find the next best option at this point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it's not fair for you to be an adult out here putting your child in a very bad predicament because you're being selfish.
Prime example, the Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith.
Yep.
And, that was based off a true story
Mm-hmm.
with what my man did, what he went through for his child. You know what I'm saying? That man was grinding.
Every day.
Grinding, doing what he could do.
Every day, bro.
Did he once stand at a corner in that?
No, he kept moving. He carried around that machine with him for like the whole time.
Yo, damn,
just to get a light bulb.
Remember when he gave his boss the $5? Yo?
He was hurt, bruh.
He was hurt. He gave him the $5. Yeah, I felt bad. He had a tear come to my eye.
Bruh, like, he just like, the dude was like, yo, just give me the $5.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, my favorite part of the movie was when it brought it all back together. He gave him a job and he gave him the $5 back.
Which was great.
Some people still owe me money.
That was the same movie where he ran from a taxi, right? He hit the ghost feet.
He did. Yeah,
didn't he? Right? He hit the ghost feet.
Jumped off the taxi and had to pay.
Yo, bruh, because it kept moving. Because he's riding with somebody. Was he riding? Nah, he's riding with somebody else. Yeah. And it kept going. And he's looking. I think he's looking. Is this the same movie? I think?
But didn't he leave his thing in the taxi? Nah, I thought he lost the big machine at one point. Nah. Nah. Okay.
Nah. I remember his son's doll being left on the bus.
By the bus.
But I don't remember the machine being left anywhere.
That's a great movie.
Great movie, man. Definitely a great movie.
Prime example of what we're talking about right now. He
Grinding.
was not stagnant. That man was
continuously
on the move.
Sleeping in the subway bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Scene too. That was real
working his way to get to the homeless shelter and waiting in line, trying to get a room.
Facto.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's options, bro. Like, and think about it. This was back in the day where it was harder for folks to get that type of help. And nowadays, it's so easy, bro.
Exactly.
It's so easy. You got GoFundMe's out here. You got cameras of people showing homeless people online all the time. There's way more homeless shelters, I'm sure, out there for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are willing to help. It's just you have to take the first initial step to show them that you're committed. But
they got people who take advantage. I might be deviating off topic, but they got people who paying $4 for rent a month because they on Section 8, but they not working though. They doing these little adjunct jobs or what they call it when the makeup artists when you're not really under somebody but you do it on your own. What's that called again?
Entrepreneur?
Nah, they got a term for it when you
when you're by yourself.
Yeah, when you just on the move by yourself, you don't really got a boss. Damn.
Yo, it's crazy. I was just talking to somebody
regarding
not the makeup artist, but he works by himself.
Yeah, name.
So actually, you know what's crazy regarding that? I was talking to a coworker, and So boom, he was telling me there's ways that people work the system. So there's a guy he said that owns his own company, right? And he cannot collect Section 8s because he owns his own company. So the way he does it is he gives the rights over to his wife. So she's the owner of the company, and then she employs the husband, which then she like does whatever to him, and he collects Section 8 throughout. Because I think it's like one of those companies that only works during the wintertime. So then the other couple months he gets paid Section 8, basically for unemployment.
Nah, Section 8, Section 8.
Well, unemployment.
Unemployment,
Unemployment, not Section 8,
like
but that's the way they
employment.
work the system. Section 8 is like the living thing.
Yeah, that's still
But yeah, you
foul.
know what I'm saying? And then there's another thing. You told me how there's a family that has Section 8. Pretty sure it's Section 8. And they live together. Yeah, definitely Section 8. They live together, but they're not married. And she gets all type of financial assistance. But the husband literally lives at home. And all they have to do is just stop home and stop at the house and basically be like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? They make an abundance amount of money where they shouldn't even be on Section 8. But because they're separated and not married legally, she's working the system with like her 6 kids, bro.
It happens,
You know what I'm saying?
It's
And you got
sad.
people out here who can't even get on it that actually need it,
Exactly.
which hurts.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't want to be on it because I don't really want to
I
be.
don't want to categorize under like government assistance. I don't want to feel like I have a boss of where I live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need it. You know.
Like,
I don't need that.
Section 8's in your business, bro. Like, they be pulling up to your crib and all this other extra stuff. And it's just like, yo, I'm good, bro.
This is a soft topic, also the blank, but
It is.
not insulting anybody, not attacking anybody, not criticizing or casting any aspersions on anybody. Those are just my thoughts on Section 8. I do think it's a wonderful program, though. Do I think it's a wonderful program?
Of course it is.
Absolutely. I think I'm absolutely
For
glad
those who
that
really
they
need
do.
it.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
for those who abuse it, get the F out of here.
I'm not a fan of it.
You know what I'm saying?
They abuse us too, though. From what I've heard in the past, they keep people on the waiting list, quote unquote, guys, for about years at a time, 7, 8 years at a time.
But yeah,
That's treacherous, in my opinion.
it's annoying. It's sad. But anyways, I quickly want to talk about special education regarding, the field that I work in. I just found out like a month or two ago that Mount Vernon, I'm sure it's Mount Vernon, correct me if I'm wrong, but Mount Vernon just got rid of their special education program. Yeah, and it's like,
Vern is a pretty rough district, too.
yo, like one of the kids that I work with lives in Mount Vernon, and
Yeah.
he definitely needs special ed. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can put him in a classroom of 24 kids and think that he's going to be okay. It's just not going to be okay. He needs to be in one of those classes. I got like 8 kids with like 2 teachers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put him in a class with 24 kids, you looking at him like, you going to pay attention? Like what? Whatever. And you hold him back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because you're not giving him the proper education that he actually needs. And it's not fair. It's not fair. And I'm very irritated because, like, if I didn't work in the education field, I wouldn't have known this. And it wouldn't have really mattered to me because, you know what I'm saying, since I've never worked with special ed kids before, I didn't really understand the whole, I wouldn't understand the whole situation with that. But as I'm working in the field now, it's like, yo, there's really kids out here who really need help. And y'all going to cut back on that and utilize money for what? You're not fixing no potholes. You're not fixing the streets. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing nothing with that money y'all taking away. And it's very annoying. And it hurts, bruh, to see these kids getting put in situations where they can't overcome it because the cities and towns that they live in is not trying to help them in any way, shape, or form. And then parents are left in a situation where they got to pay extra out-of-pocket money to put their kid in a program that helps their kid strive in life because the city or town they live in doesn't want to help that parent. And these parents usually, not all, but usually are in a certain, they're not able to afford that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm listening to everything you're saying. I'm just trying to wrap my mind on it. I have a lot to say. It's just my mind is like very itinerant right now. It's like moving, like boom, that just hit that, boom, boom, me talking about that, boom, I disagree with that, boom, I agree with that, and I think we could continue this podcast into like another week where it could just be sped along.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of things you said that you mentioned. I agree. A lot of things I disagree with. And it's a hard conversation to navigate with special education. And it's just shocking to hear Vern is moving away from that. Vern is very close to my district in Greenberg, Hartsdale. Um, and, and that's what they're trying to move towards nowadays too. Like they have the 15 to 1-on-1 with the para ads and teacher, and with all sped kids, and now they're trying to move more towards inclusivity, where they try to make it more inclusiveness, where it's not they're not separated anymore too. And that's an issue of its own, where they have, like, we call them ICO students at my school, where they have special education students 11 joining class of 14. I don't want to call them regular students, but like 14 students who are not classified,
Yeah.
or who has an IEP, I should say.
Yeah.
Which is also tough. For some of those students. It's awesome for some students. They acclimate very well. They work really well in the class. While some students, it's like their parents advocated and at the IEP meetings that they should be in this class, but those are some of the students who do need to be in that 15 one-on-one,
Yep.
that 8 one-on-one class. This is a difficult thing, man. I see it every day. And those classes also have co-teachers.
Yeah.
In my ICO classes with the SPED students, I have co-teachers. So it's a little helpful, but at the same time, it's still tough.
It's just like, yo, bro. It's just like, how do you, like, I mean, and then again, I think though, go to IEPs. There's a lot of kids that their parents don't take them to get IEP, so they're just dumped in that class anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not solely up to the school system. Sometimes it's also up to the parent to take the necessary steps
Mm-hmm.
to get their child in the class that they deserve. Because
But as school system, we could refer them to. Teachers could refer students to like the school personnel and the CSE team.
to a certain degree,
Mm-hmm.
because there's one kid that I dealt with where it's clear as day,
Yeah.
bruh, clear as day that he's on the spectrum, right? He's been at the school for over a year now, and it's just like the parents never brought him to get IEP, and it's clear. You know what I'm saying? They just recently said they're taking him to the doctor to get IEP, and it's like, yo, bruh, are you telling me that you can see your child, look him in his eyes, and say that he's quote unquote regular? I'm using the word regular very loosely, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, it's not fair to that child that you're putting him in a situation where he's not able to grow and learn properly because you look at it as, oh, he'll just grow out of it. He's not gonna grow out of it. All right, he's a 4-year-old with the mind of a 1-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear when you look at other kids. All kids aren't perfect, but you can just see the growth between your kid and another kid. You got to take the right steps. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like parents, not minorities, because I don't want y'all thinking just minority parents do this. All parents do this, fam. White, black, Asian, whatever. They look at their kid and they don't look at they don't look at their kid as somebody who needs help. You know what I'm saying?
Steps of grief, like denials, one of them. That's tough. I'm not a parent. Like I said, I'm a baby daddy during the weeks, but I was lying. I'm not a parent. Denial is a big thing. I don't IEP, individualized educational plan in school. Some parents believe that you're just going to be labeled, and it's a hard thing. I guess it's tough. Maybe that's probably what it is. It's like, no, I know my son or my daughter is okay. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to think your daughter is disabled or have some sort of disability. Maybe that's what it is. That
I get it, but then okay, look at us, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've went through middle school, we went through elementary school, we went through high school, we went through college. Well, I went through some college, you finished college, right? In the day-to-day adult life, you don't know what my high school GPA was.
Mhm.
You don't know what my college GPA was. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You don't know what my label was back in the day. So I just feel like if you get it all out of the way when they're young growing up,
I got you.
by the
Makes
time they're an
sense.
adult, they're better suited for the day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yes, they may get labeled through younger life. Yes, they may feel some type of way as far as peer pressure and, you know what I'm saying? Can't think of the other word. Bullying, I guess you can call it. But in the long run, as an adult, as much as you love your child and fear how their emotions may go up and down and so forth and so on, you as an adult should feel like when they get to the adult lifestyle, they'll be more suited for it.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to blanket their eyes and hide them from the true reality, in a sense, you're giving them an extra crutch, which is not fair.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm not a parent either, nor am I a baby daddy during the week. But, but you know, I work with kids and I just see it, bruh. I just see it. Like, help them as much as you can now, so in the future they're ready, bro.
I agree. I think the misconception is that they're going to be labeled and that it's going to mess up their college opportunity, which I can't speak on that. I'm not sure if universities or colleges will rather accept a person with a 3.5 GPA, 1,700 on SATs if it's out of 2,400. I think SATs are 1,600 now. And compared to the student who has a 3.6 GPA with a 1,800 SAT, but had an IEP his entire high school career. I think that's the issue. I think they're shying away and neglecting to accept those students on that.
See, and that's I agree with you as far as having a whole nother episode regarding the whole IEP autism thing, because autism is so broad, bro. Like, you can't pinpoint it to one thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, they may have an IEP and the college may do whatever, but like, you don't exactly know what their IEP was for.
Exactly. Sometimes they're really specific. Sometimes, but it's still.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
still a
like,
document. You don't have that student like a teacher. Who might
like, there's
think,
some
wow.
that need to draw a straight line. There's some that need to say their name. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. There's kids that need to pick up a certain amount of items and put it in a basket. Stuff of that nature that I've seen working with IEPs and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
It's just like, but I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? You guys have to understand, listeners out there, if you guys don't really know, it's autism is so broad. Like, I can't even really get into it right now with y'all, bruh, because I don't want to talk about autism and miss something, and all of a sudden it's like, dang, blah 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 blah. So, for the next time we do talk about autism, me and Sean are definitely gonna be more prepared to get into that type of topic, because we don't want to miss key points.
Yeah, there's a plethora there too, just on that, because they're so unique individuals. And then I'm pretty sure you've heard of like autistic savants, where they're really great at something, math, science, art. That's the wild.
But their
part,
social
too.
skills are just horrendous, bruh.
Exactly.
Like, they just don't know how to do it, or something along the lines of they don't know how to read emotions properly, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. You know what I'm saying, like. So don't always look at somebody, because, bro, your best friend could be autistic, and you'd have no idea unless they told you, because they were able to gather the skills needed to live in the day-to-day life like a normal person. But as soon as that door closes,
I'm autistic. Well, I joke about it.
shout out to Buff. You know, so everybody has their secrets. Well, not necessarily secrets. Everybody has their own ways. My girl thinks I'm OCD to a certain degree, and I just feel like, I don't think it's. I like things perfect, like anybody else.
It's neat.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate
Like,
people who self-diagnose themselves with OCD
like,
because
bruh,
they move a cup. My sister does that garbage.
like, bro, you're not OCD, bruh.
That's a serious matter. What movie was it? Oh man, that movie with my man. Freak, he had OCD. And the monk, obviously. On
Oh, the
where
monk, definitely,
had
yeah,
OCD.
he had OCD. Man, I don't know what movie you're talking about.
He played in the Italian mobster movie. He got like the funny. I think he played Joker in one movie.
Oh
too.
wait, you know a movie? The dude had OCD. What's that white dude? What's that white actor's name? One of the who's the Ocean 11? Not Brad Pitt. Who's the other dude that be with Brad Pitt, bro?
No idea.
One of these white actors that's from like the 90s or whatever. He was in a movie, and that dude was OCD. I can't remember the name of the movie. Listen, man. That, like I said, that's a topic we're gonna save for another episode. Because it's a topic that I don't feel like it's talked about enough. There's not enough awareness on it. You know what I mean? So we kind of just want to bring that type of awareness to you guys as far as that goes. So you gonna wrap this up, or?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so this is the first episode of Soul Deliver. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, the way that roll off the tongue is just phenomenal, man. Listen, I kind of want to leave you guys with a quote that I had read in this new book that I'm reading called The Power of a Positive No. There's a quote inside the book by Mahatma Gandhi. I think y'all know who that is. If y'all don't, get your Googles up. The quote says, "A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better and greater than a yes, merely uttered to please, or what is worse, to avoid trouble." I want you to think about that for a second. I'm not going to get too much in detail about that because I want y'all to think about that quote. How does that make you feel when you hear that? You know what I mean? Also, I just want to give you guys a quick brief. I don't think we really talked about it in the beginning. Just happy that you came this far in the first episode. Thank you so much for listening. Just to give you guys a quick background, me and Sean, we've been friends for a very long time. We met, what, Westover?
Westover.
Well,
Yo, I'm gonna head to the bathroom. You could close this out for us. Sean Dads, guys, thank you for listening. Yeah, close that out. All right, it's bathroom.
I got you. So, yeah, me and Sean been friends since elementary school, and we just had a vibe, yo. We just been vibing up and down since then. We've been friends almost 20 plus years now, and it's a good relationship to have. It's really hard to find friends out there that you can really vibe with for this long, that you can really see yourself having a future with. You know what I'm saying? As far as that level goes of friendship. But next episode, we'll really get more into who we are, how we know each other, the ups and downs that we had with one another. But listen, thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to put your headphones in and push play. I just want to say I love you guys now. Sean is in the bathroom right now, but he also loves y'all. More to come. Soul Delaver. You know what I'm saying? That's who he is. I'm out. Peace.